the channel. I'm Lisa today. It's the 29th of December, 30th, something like that. And today we're going to go and do the stunning Monsal Trail. 8.5 miles each way, so we're on Kilns Road in Bakewell. That stunning viaduct there you can no longer access, but that was part of the line. The Haddon Tunnel is about a mile in that direction, and the trail is just up there, which is where we're going to be going very shortly. So we've got 4 old stations today with buildings still existing, platforms, 6 tunnels, longest being over 500 metres. We've got a lime kiln to show you, which was trackside, which had sidings and stuff. There's a quarry. We've got loads to show them today, haven't we, love? So let's get going. I'll tell you a bit more about it as we crack on. Right, so we're just coming into Bakewell station now, which is a popular starting place on the trail. But if you do start there, you're missing out that first mile from Kilns Road. So you can see how low the tunnel actually looks, or the bridge, and that's because the track bed's been raised up over the years. See on the left is the platform. That's the platform edge. So this is Bakewell station here, look. That's the old station building. That there was just the facade. So there wasn't actually anything behind it there, it's just a facade, but you can see it's got a huge crack in it, and I believe it's down to potentially be demolished, which will be a massive shame, but I don't know. So yeah, we're only about a mile from Hassop station, I think, aren't we? About a mile from Hassop station in that direction. So I'm going to crack on and get up there. A lot of bridges on this trail. Can't remember exactly how many, but it's more than there is existing station buildings. So we've got 4 stations, or should I say 5 stations. Only 4 of them have still got buildings existing. And the next one we're coming up to is Hassop station. It's quite busy today, even though it's winter. Probably is one of the busiest trails that we have in the Peak District, especially around Hassop and Bakewell. Very busy, even more so in summer. So this is Hassop station, now a very popular cafe and bike hire spot. Cheapest place on the trail, but it's not bad. No signs of the little platform, but it is a beauty, very popular. Morning, no worries, enjoy. Right, so we're just coming up to Great Longston train station. Still got both platforms. There you go, look. And just on the left there is the old station building. Big long platforms on here, and the whole there had its own platform entrance. So the guy that owned it, he said, if you're going to put a train line through my land, I want my own entrance that's private to Joe Public. So that's there. They used to train used to pull in, and then he'd get on his own carriage separate from everyone else. yeah, so we're not far now from the first tunnel, so it's worth having on a ride like this. What's it worth having, love?
Lights that we forgot.
I forgot they're on the bike. Lights. We had to go back because I forgot them, and given such a busy trail and tunnels are quite long, I thought it's definitely got to have them. So yeah, so we'll be on to that very soon. Right, first tunnel coming up. Here's the Headstone Tunnel, the longest one on the trail, 550 metres I think it is, or 80. It's a long one. That's why you need lights, guys. It is lit up, but still worth having. Well, normally you come through in summer, wouldn't you? But it's a lot brighter outside. I think there is someone in it anyway. I love these tunnels. Still got all the refuges if you look left and right, quite every, I don't know, 60-70 metres. There we go, Headstone Viaduct. Absolute beauty. So this is the Headstone Viaduct. There's the Headstone Tunnel that we've just come out of, just over there. Absolutely beautiful views all the way around, which I've took the drone up, so I'll show you them. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. So this line opened in 1863, closed in 1968, and these tunnels, this line opened as a walking trail in 1981, but the tunnels themselves only actually opened in 2011. They were closed for years, so if you were walking it, you used to have to come up and over the tunnels. So 2011 it opened, and then that was it for cyclists. It's a beautiful route to do, very short, you know. It's going to be 17 miles for us today, but it's lovely. As you can see, it is busy even just before New Year's, and it's only about 4 or 5 degrees today, and it's cold. So sorry, I asked Lisa a question and I didn't include her on the camera. Yeah, but it's absolutely glorious. But the Headstone Viaduct is probably the jewel in the crown. When it was built, a local, John Ruskin, he wasn't particularly keen on it being built, and he was a bit disparaging about it, that you put this horrible brown hulking and steel and brick construction in a beautiful dale. But it's still here. It's now a listed, grade 2 listed. So yeah, right, let's crack on, because there's another station just up here which had an interesting platform configuration, which I'll show you when we get there. But it is still there, that bridge. For some reason I thought that had gone. So I think it's Crestbrook Station, this. Crestbrook Tunnel's just after it. So this station here, look, here's a plate layers hut on the left, which we'll go through, shall we? Why not? Let's ride through it, love. So there was a goods yard here as well. Back. Yeah, this station has quite an unusual configuration. So the platform on the left, as you can see, is as is, and the one on the right, which is no longer there, was wooden and overhung the hillside. You can still see the wooden posts. I'll show you them on the way back. Right, so we're just coming up on Crestbrook Tunnel and Lytton Tunnel. They're pretty much next to each other. There's a couple hundred metres between them. show you the view between them. It's absolutely stunning, beautiful valley with the River Wye below. Awesome. Lights on, love. Yeah, so I think this is the second longest tunnel on the line at just shy of 500 metres. So worth knowing as well, whilst they are lit, they go off at dusk. So if you come up here at night, it's pitch black, which I imagine is quite eerie, isn't it? So just down there, look, that's the River Wye. This is Wydale. Round there is Lytton Mill, further round the headland, and there is a path all the way along the valley, winds up and round. It's absolutely glorious. There's Lytton Tunnel, where we're going next, and there's Crestbrook Tunnel that we've just come out of. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Any time of year you come through here, summer or winter, it's absolutely glorious. And as you can see today, there's no wind today, it's beautiful. There you go, look. So yeah, there's the huge embankment just to the left, and then Lytton Tunnel just ahead. So that's where we're going next. You do get quite a bit of water dripping on your head as you come through these tunnels any time of year, even in a really dry summer, because there's so much rock above his head. The water filters down through it and you do get drips, but compared to some we've ridden on, love, pretty dry really, aren't they? You remember the ones on the, what was that one we did, Market Harbour? Some at Brampton Valley Way, they were really wet, weren't they? Yeah, and they were gravel as well. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, there was no lights in them, was there? So that's Lytton Tunnel and Crestbrook Tunnel done. Next up, we've got Millersdale, so that's Lytton. So just down to our right now, just down there, is Lytton Mill, which was notorious when it was in operation, late 1700s into the 1800s, using child labour. A lot of them came up from London, and they were young kids, and a lot of them died. The conditions were pretty harsh, to be fair. A lot of child labour. Yeah, I forget the guy's name, but he wasn't a nice person. But yeah, the buildings are still there, which is cool to see. On in. And here we've got another cracking bridge. You were on bridge count today. How many bridges were there? I don't know. There you go. I was on bridge count. You have one job. You have to count them on way back, love. Right. Let's crack on. Looks like this has had a repair at some point. Look, in red brick.
Doesn't it tell you a number on them?
No. So this line came all the way up from Derby over to Manchester at one point. Now it stops about 3 miles shy of Buxton and stops at Bakewell at Coombs Road where we started. There is still a section that's got a heritage railway on it, the Peak Rail, which is Matlock to Darley Dale. So if you fancy that, there's a bike path alongside the heritage line as well, which is cool. So we're not far from Millersdale station now, where you've got two huge viaducts coming in to the station. Only one of them's actually usable now. The other one, which the earliest one that was built, is currently undergoing some repair work, but it's not seen any footfall or traffic over it for quite a number of years now. Perhaps since the line closed in the 60s, I imagine. Yeah, what I love about this trail any time of year is how rugged it is. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, look at the cutting ahead. Absolutely glorious. So, just literally outside Millersdale station, which is just there. I'll show you that in a moment. But this is one of two lime kilns that was on the line. This one, as you can see, has been demolished and nature's took it back. The other one, which I'll show you after Millersdale, is a listed building and it's in reasonably good condition actually. We had a walk around there last week with our youngest, so I'll pop a few pickies up as well. But yeah, it's cool to see, isn't it? Right, come on man. So you can see just there to the right is where one of the lines went over the viaduct, which is the one that's no longer accessible. We're going over the one that is now the trail and into Millersdale station. So there is a footpath up and around those lime kilns. There's a few bits you can see, but the one next to the trail further up is much more impressive. Yeah, I thought we were having a bell competition. Right, so we're just at Millersdale station now, which is a popular cafe, and there's toilets as well, and there's an engine shed just there behind me, look, which has a little display in there. But at one time this was the biggest station outside of London. This had 7 platforms at one point, and now there's just 2 left. There was one there, but that's gone, and there was one over there, and there was some over the back as well. It had a big sidings and a goods yard and a goods platform. It was the biggest one on the Midland Railway as well, but yeah, biggest outside of London at one point. Yeah, which is pretty impressive, isn't it, considering it's just in the Peak District between Matlock and Buxton, relatively in the middle of nowhere. I mean, look, we're just in this huge valley. But yeah, it's cool. So Millersdale, we're about 7 miles in, I think, from the start. We've got about a couple of miles left, 1.5 miles, up to the end of the trail where it stops, and then we'll turn around. But we've still got a lime kiln to show you and some more tunnels. So yeah, and lovely bridge. So I'll show you that. Right, so we're just leaving Millersdale station now. Get your mic a test, love.
Hello.
Yep, that's on. So just over to the right, as you're leaving the station, you can see a big cliff wall. That's where the goods yard is at the what's now the car park. Just on our left here was another platform, now all gone. And you can see where the trails are converging. That's where the line came out of the goods yard and onto here. So there's a lot of industrial heritage just up here. We had a mooch round it. When was it? Just before Christmas, weren't it?
Before Christmas, yeah.
And just on the right here was a quarry with some sidings. There's an old boiler buried in the ground as well. Hiya. Hey up. Choo choo! Choo choo! Yeah, and then just up here where this huge gaggle of people are is a lime kiln. So just on our left, I'll just show them that, love. Just on our left there, look. We had a climb up there the other day. Lisa went up the ladder on the end. It's all overgrown in there. That's an old water tank that used to fill up the steam trains. And it was pumped from the river below. Guessing the little brick building at the end was what housed the pump. So yeah. So just over to the right, at the back of the kilns, was the quarry where all the stone came out of for the kiln. And if you go up on top, I'll post a picture up, there's a little wagon and some rail that showed you how they used to film the kilns up from the top. And again, there was a young lad in here with a bloke doing all the graft. Yeah, see if I can get some footage on way back of that, love.
Yeah.
It's a bit busy.
So much for it being quieter up this bit.
Well, it's close to the car park, innit? We've got about a mile to end, so hopefully it'll get a bit quieter. So this bridge just ahead here. In fact, you've bungee jumped off this, love, haven't you?
Yeah, I've abseiled off it, yeah.
Lisa's abseiled off this bridge here.
Not jumped off it.
No. No, it's not big enough, is it? It'd be a very short bungee. So you can see the markings, that's where you need to stay out of when they're doing abseiling. Yeah, very popular. And then there's a lovely footpath down around the river. It goes over the Cheedale stepping stones. Beautiful. Right, so we're just coming through now, or towards Cheetah Tunnel. Everybody does that. If you're on the right, you go left. If you're on the left, you go right. Thank you. Yeah. Right, lights on. On him.
Look, hole.
So yeah, Cheetah Tunnel. Not cheetah, Cheetah. Again, not crazy long, but there's two more to come after this one, and they're the shortest. It's a reasonable length. Move right, love. So you can see, just after is Cheetah Tunnel number 2. Just after it, look how it's framed there. That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, not noticed that before. Mind you, we haven't really come. Oh no, we do come.
Yeah,
this
we
way,
do.
Don't
We come up here on that bike packing trip, don't we?
Yeah, to go up Cheedale.
Yeah. It's a train. Choo choo. One. No lights in this one either.
It's weird, isn't it? Because I don't remember coming through all these tunnels.
Yeah, we definitely did.
We're too busy talking, probably.
Yeah, another nice bridge coming up. So that's the last tunnel on the line. If you're heading from Bakewell towards Buxton, the Russia Cutting Tunnel. And we've got one more bridge. Hiya.
Hi.
Oh, one thing I've not mentioned, love, is the incline of this line.
The incline?
Yeah, go on, what is it?
I don't know.
I don't need to know the exact numbers. Hiya.
Well, it's all an incline, isn't it?
Yeah, but from Bakewell up to Millersdale is predominantly uphill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so therefore it's an incline.
Oh,
But going
right.
back the other way, it's a nice
It's all
steady
downhill,
downhill. It's
yeah.
only about 1%, if that, isn't it?
Yeah, look how red that brick is there.
Yeah. So I don't know if you noticed it, but just over to the right there, the line disappeared and there was a line that went off and around the headland. That's now the Pennine Bridleway. And I'll just show you this lovely viaduct. Hey up. Yeah, look at that beauty. Is that the Cheedale Walk? It is,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I think it is, yeah. Although
Yeah.
I don't remember going over a bridge like that.
But yeah, there's that lovely viaduct. Right, so not far to go now. About a mile, I think. So where the Peak Park advertised this as an 8.5 mile trail, it's actually a little bit longer. So we've done 8.9 to here from Coombs Road at the end of the trail. So I wonder if that's Bakewell
It'll be Bakewell to
Bakewell
Millersdale.
Station to Millersdale, perhaps. So the line ends just up here. The bridge just in front of us. You can get over and you can hike a bike up Cheedale if you want. If you check out my White Peak Loop video, the White Peak Loop goes up there, but it's a definite hike a bike. There is a bicycle hire just down to our right here. Yeah, that's the last bridge on the line from the Bakewell end. So the bike hire is just to the right there. And the line ends just up here. So you can get down and walk down there, but if you're on a bicycle, you've reached the end of the line. There you go, look, and the reason it says do not trespass is because it's still an active line further down for the quarry. So you can't go on there, that's why. But yeah, would have been stunning, wouldn't it? The railway continuing down there. Anyway, right, we're at the end. Now you've still got the River Wye. Look, the trail pretty much follows the path of the river. The river meanders away left and right a little bit. But yeah. So anything to add, love?
No,
No,
not really.
she never has she? Never has. Tell you what, when the camera's off, she never shuts up. Right, so we've done 9.1 miles from Coombs Road to here. So it's an 18-mile round trip. Obviously, you can start at Hassop, or you can start at Bakewell, or you can even start here, or you can start at Millersdale, and therefore shorten your length and your route as you see fit. Yeah, so still got some stuff to show you on the way back. I deliberately didn't show you on the way up, so you've got something to see on the way back, but we're downhill now, so yeah, let's get going. So that there is the lime kilns. They're bang on the trail. So yeah, I'll pop a couple of pickies up that we took last week. But yeah, it's grade 2 listed, and right on the very top there is a cart, a couple of carts showing you, and some rails showing you how they used to load it up. But yeah, pretty impressive. Looks like something out of Star Wars, doesn't it? It's cool. Right, so we're just heading back towards Millersdale now. All downhill. How are you feeling?
All right.
All right, Lisa looks like she's a bit cold, doesn't she?
It is a bit cold.
It has gone cold since we've turned round, bizarrely. Yeah, not sure why.
It's because you stopped to talk to someone for ages.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm in your way.
Right. So that's Lytton Mill, look. So the Crestbrook Mill building's no longer there, the original building, but Lytton is. So yeah, that's where the kids were forced workers, slaves. Look, it's still got an original chimney as well.
There's
That's
one
pretty
up
cool,
there
isn't
as
it? Oh yeah, there's one on the hillside there. I don't know if you can see it. Just below that tree. Right there, I think. Yeah, so can you see the path? I was saying earlier that the tunnel's only opened in 2011, so you can see the path, look, where you used to have to walk up and over the headland when the tunnels were shut. So yeah, but now we've got these fantastic tunnels we can go through. Right, let's crack on, because it has dropped cold, hasn't it, love?
Yep.
Really gone cold since we turned round. Right, I'm just going to pop you back on. Right, so we're just back at Crestbrook Station now, and you can see, look, where the supports look for the platform, look. You see them? So yeah, the platform used to overhang this hillside, but it was a pretty precarious place to wait for a train. I wouldn't have liked it. And then the path down there, look, is where you'd have gone down into Crestbrook. So yeah, pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, there's a platform, look, and there used to be a goods siding over the back there, and then there's the plate layers hut. Yeah, pretty cool, isn't it? That big headland over to the left there is Longston Edge, which has got some fantastic views over in Staffordshire. It's beautiful, and Nottinghamshire, I think, on a clear day. Yeah, it's awesome. So we're just coming back towards Hassop Station now, probably half a mile. And it is getting a little bit busier, because that's where one of the bike hire places is. Yeah, pop you back on. Alright, so we're back at Bakewell Station now, 17.3 miles, which means we've got about 0.7 of a mile to get back to Coombs Road. I'm literally riding on the edge of the old platform here, look. It's cool, isn't it? Hey up. Right, there we go. So 18.2 miles it is from here, Coombs Road, where we started, right to the very end and back. Yeah, so it was busy today, actually. I was surprised how busy it was,
It's
really.
really busy.
Take your mask off. Yeah, it was really busy today. But it's that time of year between Christmas and New Year. People aren't back at work. Kids have got new bikes. There's a lot of hire bikes, weren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely. If you love old railways and you love your old industrial heritage, there's tons to see on this old line. There really is, and it's only short, relatively, 18 miles, only a quick one. But yeah, it was good, and it weren't too bad today. It was colder when we turned round, weren't it?
It's cold, yeah, but yeah, it was all right.
No, it's nice to get back out and get some fresh air on the bike, actually. Any final thoughts, love?
Not really.
Just be aware, if you're going to come on this trail, it's multi-user, and there'll be dog leads, people 5 abreast, so just bear that in mind. I've been up here other times. If you come on a weekday, it's generally a lot quieter unless you come in school holidays. But yeah, it's cracking. It's one of our local ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we don't do it as often as we should, really, because it is quite busy. But it is a stunner. It's really nice. Lisa was saying how much more you could see just off the embankments and off the trail that you can't see in summer because of the leaves. That's quite cool to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. This is probably going to be early January this goes out, so New Year will have been, but it's pre-New Year now, so have a good New Year. Thank you everyone for watching the channel. Please keep liking and subscribing. Up to about 620 something, 630-ish or something now, which is mega. So please keep doing it. We've got some big plans for 2026. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. And we'll see you on the next one.